The impact of the punch barreled toward Dustin with the weight of a mountain. A martial artist who achieved divinity could easily decapitate the opponent 10 feet away by releasing his or her internal energy. He's indeed one of the heavenly immortals. That punch could easily crush a car. That rash young man shouldn't have provoked Tatum thunders. Now, he's cornered. The martial artists watching from the crowd shuddered when they saw the shadows of Tatum's punch. In their opinion, the punch was indefensible. Ha! Dustin smiled and tapped his feet on the floor. He disappeared into thin air and dodged the punch with ease. You're quick. But let's see how many times you could dodge my punches. Scoffing, Tatum launched 3 punches, each quicker and stronger than the previous ones. Dustin skipped around speedily but calmly and dodged all the attacks with his freakish skills. Fuck. He's like a slippery eel. Brody was quite frustrated at the sight. He badly wanted to witness Dustin crushed to death, but Dustin was too agile and swerved out of the way of Tatum's punches. Meanwhile, Ralph was clicking his tongue, amazed at the sight. I did not expect him to show off such talent at his young age. So what? He's just pulling off tricks. If he's really talented, he wouldn't have dodged the attacks. At the end of the day, he could not beat Tatum. Abby pouted unhappily. Even after learning about Dustin's identity, she still looked down on him. In her opinion, a true man should face the fight, instead of hiding. Is this what Fanatic Blade has to offer? That's nothing much. Dustin shook his head in disappointment, wondering if the standards of the heavenly immortals had decreased. A decade ago, only the best of the best was inducted into the heavenly immortals. You brat. Better not be arrogant. Tatum's expression sank. You think you can show off in front of me with a couple of tricks? I was warming up just now. And now, it's time to show you the skills gap between us. Then, he tapped his feet on the floor and threw himself at Dustin. When he was close, he drew his hands in before throwing a heavy punch. Almost immediately, a gale started blowing, and the air was filled with shadows of the forceful punch hurtling toward Dustin. Is that Tatum's signature move that launched him to fame? The crushing waves from the Poseidon punches? That's right. It's crushing waves, rumored to turn a punch into countless punches. There's no escape. I guess Tatum must be furious, seeing how he served his signature move. That guy will be dead today. The other martial artists stared at the punches in the air with horrified faces. Even from afar, they felt the force and tension that could easily rip them apart. Dustin Rhys. Time to die. Brody chortled with malign and glee. That's a pity. He cannot escape his fate. Ralph let out a soft sigh filled with regret. Didn't we tell him to stay low profile? He refused to listen and offended Tatum. No one can save him now. Abby shook her head and braced herself for Dustin's imminent death. These are just bells and whistles. Dustin snickered and crushed the punches in the air with a slap, and the momentum of the counterattack hit Tatum hard in the face. Everyone heard an explosive sound. Tatum was seen flying and crashing flat onto the ground like a loose kite. The hall plunged into dead silence.